Okay, um, this is market replay. I just want to run down some algo washing or market maker trading that was carried out in the overnight session. Um, it was Friday, just past Friday the 5th overnight session, where we see some manipulation. So quick rundown of the chart here. I'm going to pause this as this comes up just directly. So quick rundown of what everything is here. So far right, this is time and sales. I have this filtered for two ways. I have time and sales just to show me every clip that gets hit in a trade. So I also include one lot, since I want to see where retail is buying and what trades are flowing through the market there. And then I have this filtered here to only show positions above 20 lots. Because typically if you're slinging 20 lots in the market, you're going to be a larger trader, and I ideally want to know where larger traders are situated in the market. This is a very standard DOM. It's built more like a jigsaw DOM with the price at the left and more modern, rather than the price scale being in the middle. Quick, for anyone that's not familiar with the ladder, just a quick rundown of what this is. On the red column here, we have resting orders on the offer, which is selling. On the blue, we have resting bids, waiting to buy. And then in the middle columns, we have the blue is any offers that have been, any trades that have been carried out on the offer, so i.e. buying. And then the middle column here, which is red, is any trades that have been carried out at the bid for selling. And this typically works diagonally. So currently right now at 5196.25, we have 15 waiting to bid and 23 on the offer. 7 has been executed at this price. This is pre-market, so the spread is a little bit higher. Sometimes it's not as liquid as normally you would expect. I clear this regularly just to keep an idea of what's happening, and to give it a clearer view. Okay, so we'll let this play out. While this is playing out here, it's just coming up in a second. The right column here is the offer pulling and stacking, and the left column here is the bid pulling and stacking. Very simply put, this tells me at each price how many new orders have been added to the bid at resting level, and on the offer side, how many have been pulled or added to each specific price. So if orders are being pulled or added, and how thick is the book for each specific price, or is price then cutting through and sweeping through the book. Okay. Left is the auction vista or heat map from there. So I wanted to, we'll cover it in another video, but we'll press play now and let's get to this. I've got an alert that tells me when large trades are come into the market. So right now we can see that 32, so 14 has just been executed at the offer, 29 has been added. Price has ticked down, 2 has been sold into this price. See, the market continually goes up and rotates.
Big trade offer lifted.
Okay, so this is very, very crucial. We need to pause here. I need to slow this down. For you guys having a look at this, there was not 333 contracts waiting on the offer for this. So 247 have just been executed in one clip. One trade at this right at this time. That's one order, one execution. Okay, not 50 or 100 one lots. This has been executed. This is do not combine. So someone here is added 247 in a second to get this filled. It's not showing anywhere, and we'll press play again as it's not the end of this.
Big trade offer lifted.
Okay, another 293 contracts executed one clip. Again, there was nothing showing on the offer, so there's currently 9 sitting there. There it is here, 293 executed in one clip. This is do not combine data, this is one order. Okay, it's still not done yet. 1, 2 in the offer, 6 in the offer. This is updating every 50 milliseconds, by the way. Okay, 17 in offer, 16. We see it tick down, 20 hit the bid.
Big trade offer lifted.
And then we have another 558 contracts lift the offer. Again, price not moving, nothing shown in the offer there. You know, this should not be happening in the overnight session at all. So this gives you context as to what's going to happen next. And it's still not done here, by the way. The total amount was 2.6k contracts traded at this price.
Big trade offer lifted.
Okay, I've just paused it again. Another 573 and 21 executed at this price. Nothing is shown here. Nothing's been shown at these prices for this. So someone has to take this outside of the trade. So a market maker, either the same firm or a market maker, has to take this other side of this position, because if someone comes in these current conditions in pre-market and executes 2,600 contracts, I mean in the space of like a minute we've had, you know, about 1.6k 1.8k contracts executed here and price is not moved, right? This would effectively take out the whole book up here, literally. It would sweep the whole book. So with this in mind, a market maker has filled this order. They have said, cool, we need to then take this position now. So the market maker is absorbing this price, because there's no one. This is regular trading hours. This is pre-market. It's not regular trading hours. So there's not going to be any real fresh liquidity coming in, and new business coming in at this time. Okay. So we'll see that the market then just bids up here. There's one, this has got to be taken out. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Okay, the market just goes bid from here. 1,430 contracts executed at one price, and the market just goes bid. I'm not sure why this is putting me in a position sim here.
Big trade offer lifted.
To be honest. But anyways, typically when this happens in the market, right, when we see this huge absorption, I'm just going to flatten this out, because I don't know why that's put me in a position, but anyway. When this huge order shows in the market like this, right, and especially, it's all to do with context, but especially at this time, just to show you how crazy this is, we spent, you know, an hour or so up here, and this is what we were trading, you know, 1,295 contracts, and we just did 1400 in the space of like a minute. Now I had this slowed down, so okay, so we'll press play. So the main idea of this trade here, and this is typically what happens when you see this happen on the book, right? This will be revisited, this price. Okay, the reason being is a market maker has had to absorb that because, like I said prior, if they didn't absorb that price, then the market would be way up here. It would, there's nothing there to take the price, so someone had to fill that. That's just how futures work. Okay, so we see that this price is then ultimately revisited. The pink line is VWAP. Price goes up here, consolidates, and then ultimately goes back down, but then it uses this as, so we'll fast forward this to show this as an example. And we'll speed this up massively. But ultimately, price goes along here, and then just consolidates, and then it comes back down and uses this level as a new support. But really tons of volume traded in this overnight session. It's not normally like that. Normally you never see some size like this. It's only just algos trading back and forward with like 20-30 lots max. Speed this up because I'm not got the fucking patience for this. Something wrong with why this is entering me in a position here. It's strange. Okay, and it's disappeared. Okay, so the market goes up, and then you notice that this is revisited 90% of the time. I've noticed that this will be revisited in the same session. It just so happens that there was more down here as well. If anyone has got any questions about this, it's not your typical candlestick charts, is it? So, right. So the price comes all the way down here and then just uses it exactly as support, but this is the market maker then. Look at all the volume it's been traded down here. This is the market maker getting out of their position that they had from here. Okay. And then your trading's then done. So you when you identify this, you either long back up to VWAP, or you were selling up here and you were taken back down to this level. Very, very much. Okay, so this is just a rough example of what I was seeing to help you guys in trading. Is I think this is really important to see true order flow and what actually is happening in the market. Okay, peace.